Recording by Avaí in February 2017. Secresy or The Ruin on the Rock by Eliza Fenwick. Volume 3, Letter 16, from Carolyn Ashburn to Arthur Murden, continued. Mr. Valmont scorns to flatter. Would you have been so candid with respect to the female mind? Though once, perhaps, you enrolled yourself among those who endeavour strictly to check the growth of every seed therein except mischief and folly. My patience exhausts itself when I see men of even tolerable talents aiding to sink lower than the brute in value of the fairest of God's creatures. A horse! Oh, a laborious horse deserves to be canonized in preference to the woman whose sole industry consists in the active destruction of her understanding, who smiles, moves, and speaks as if it were only to prove herself unlike every production of wisdom and nature. The principle which moves this mischief is the error males and females partake concerning softness. Bid them form a woman of an enlightened understanding, and with the learning of a scholar they never fail to associate the manners of a porter. Talk of one who scorns to sink in apprehensions, who would rather protect herself than sacrifice herself, who can stand unpropped in the creation, they expect a giant in step and a monster in form. If reason and coarseness were thus inseparable, it were better to take both than to abandon both. But it is the reverse. Wherever coarseness exists with talent, it is because the talent is contracted. Let it expand, and the dignified grace and softness of active virtue takes its place. More of this hereafter. I wish rather to reason than declaim, and I have at present a heat of feeling that effectually precludes investigation for the ebullitions of resentment. Doubtless you have already exclaimed against my seeming unconcern for Sibella's situation. You who cannot detach yourself a moment from the concerns of your heart, can you forgive such a lapse in another? Of what avail, in our present darkness, to canvass it for an age? I must do something more. To-morrow morning I set out for Valmont Castle, and if at my desire you keep your station, you may depend on the speediest information from your sincere friend, Carolyn Ashburn. End of section 56.